Salt Lake City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Utah Utes. Restate the statement, Paul, again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Bryce Eccles Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the UCLA Bruins headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Play action on first down. Buying a little time to his left. Shoots it to the left. He's got, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense got it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent.
Makes the catch and he's free. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Bruins are threatening on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Henderson. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Hit as he throws. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
They give running right is Parker. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Iamaleava. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give to the single back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide right, it's Henderson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Look out! And they got it.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Fourth down, Iamaleava. Release to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. The spin, still on his feet. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him.
Touchdown, Bruins. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moving to his left. On the move, he fires. On target to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a look.
There he goes. The 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Final play of the quarter coming. Iamaleava. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Got him downfield. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got him right there.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Duckworth. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
From deep, it's Danzy. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Rush right in his face. Caught. Spins away from the defense. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Henderson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Iamaleava. Right side, it's Johnson. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Stepping to the right. Out wide left, it's Perry. Good, strong tackle.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. He never had a chance to convert this 4th down as the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run for it. It's Parker. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Wide open spaces. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets into midfield.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Still looking to his right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking for a man. It's Duckworth. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
2 On the return, it's Coleman Williams. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw on first. He'll take the deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 25 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Sooners looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Push is ahead.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving out to the right. They get to him as he throws. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. They'll try the toss to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Move to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Iamaleava. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Handoff, Parker running left. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Duckworth. Hauls it in. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing, Imaliava. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Second down, going to throw it. Hauls it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Say it in the gun on third down. Touchdown, Bruins. Put 6 on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he gets it away.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Sets his feet. It's Duckworth. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Reels it in. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Parker. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Snags it at the 30, still running. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Myers on the move. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Off play action. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Hits inside. It's Henderson. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. UCLA, and the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's going to take off. He breaks a tackle. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the ground. He's past the sticks. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the counter. Finding some room.